Some things are impossible to know, but it is impossible to know these things.
Hello, good day, and welcome to
Paul Schindler. Podcast on Things is here for you.
Not surprisingly, I'm your host, Paul Schindler. Thank you for listening. Quit Fox News. I quit Fox News by dropping cable TV. Our house is all internet all the time. We don't get local TV news because A, it costs too much, and B, it's worse than the newspaper. We dropped CBS from Paramount Plus because they kissed Trump's ass by dropping Colbert. I get ABC from Hulu, albeit I dropped it for a week after the Trump ass kiss that left Kimmel fired. I came back when he was reinstated. I presently get my NBC from Peacock. The day they fire Seth Meyers is the day I cut off my subscription. Why no cable? Well, the cable company stuffs $3 per subscriber into Fox News Pocket every month, whether they watch or not. Carriage fees, as they are known, are the major source of income for that toxic news channel. If Fox can raise its fee to $3 per subscriber, it's earning more than $1.8 billion from those fees. Well, hell no, not from me. Things we used to say at MIT. Good enough for government work. MIT, PhD, MONEY. That's the tune of the Mickey Mouse Club theme. Another thing we used to say was this inanimate object wants to be some action or place, as in, this flask wants to be over there, or this Bunsen burner wants to be lit. Now, I never touched a flask or burner in 4 years, but I did hear others say it. Correlation is not causation. This is intuitively obvious to the casual observer, and the plural of anecdote is not evidence. Quotes. My longtime friend Kevin Sullivan suggests we refer to AI as what it really is, artificial information at its best, and artificial insanity when it crashes on the shores of discussion requiring context, meaning, emotion, and abstract thought. 2 quotes from folk singer Tom Rush. Ageism. On the flight out, we were all given slips of paper that said, among other things, that to consume alcohol, you had to be 21. Well, that's just not fair. Very few of us on the plane were 21 years old. Odd number, literally. Tom Rush again. A sign on the 405 freeway going to LAX warns the high occupancy vehicle lane requires at least 2 people in the vehicle, and violators will face a minimum $341 fine. How in the world did they arrive at that very specific number? Well, now a note from me. I decided to look it up, and of course the answer is bureaucracy. The total cost of a first-time carpool lane ticket in California is significantly higher than the base fine suggests. The total amount includes state and county penalty assessments, surcharges and fees that are added to every traffic infraction, like the spa fee at a hotel. These charges include a state penalty assessment, a county penalty assessment, a court operations assessment, a conviction assessment, and an assessment assessment. All right, well, not that last one. Additional fees and a state surcharge further increase the total payable amount, explaining why a minor ticket results in a substantial financial penalty of a weird amount. Anthropic says it's foiled the first ever AI-orchestrated cyber attack originating from China. The company alleges the attack was run by a Chinese state-sponsored group. I promise not to share every scary AI story, but this one is extra scary. Now, I don't think many stories like this could have been written about other epical changes, running water, radio, TV, the telephone, or flush toilets. Okay, I admit it, electricity and automobiles, might have justifiably produced such horror stories, and in the end, they turned out to be good for society. Well, at least electricity was. My First Real Kiss. My first song for a female vocalist is Rocco Sacco, Box Office Magic, and it's a damn good song, damn well sung. My First Real Kiss, Made the Room Swirl, is on Spotify and YouTube. Spotify recognizes the song as Made the Room Swirl, paren, My First Real Kiss, close paren. The real name brings up a list of songs that aren't mine. Under the new name, Spotify always puts my song on top. Ask for Made the Room Swirl by name. Tech Web Interviews. In the 1990s, I was an editor of CMP's Tech Web. We posted a number of Tech Web interviews, such as the interview that ran on July 16, 1997, featuring my colleague Dave Sims interviewing Brewster Kahle of the Internet Archive. But first, thank you for listening. That's my opinion. I'm Paul Schindler.
Welcome to Insider Profile. I'm your host, Paul Schindler. Insider Profiles brought to you by TechWeb, the technology supersite, the latest news and features about computers, computing, and high-tech finance. You can find it at www.techweb.com. In the 1980s, Brewster Kahle invented a system to categorize the Internet and make it more useful to publishers and users, the Waze system. Now he's on to a new venture. Brewster and his team have been working for more than a year on the grounds of San Francisco's Presidio, archiving the entire Internet on more than 2 terabytes of storage. The Alexa system they've created offers new information to people trying to navigate the net. Our David Sims asked Brewster to explain how Alexa works.
Alexa Internet is a project that we've put in this national park called the Presidio in San Francisco, one of the most beautiful places in the country. What we've been doing is constructing a new navigation service to help people make sense of where they are and where they might want to go on the Internet. And to start this, we thought we really needed to get an idea of what was going on out there on the net, so we archived a full copy of the public web that's available, and also changes of it over time, so we could do analysis of it and link analysis, as well as donate a copy to an organization called the Internet Archive.
And that's a separate organization from Alexa?
Yes, the Internet Archive is a public charity that is designed to give the long-term care and feeding of our early digital history. The idea is that the web is worth it.
Archiving the whole net, can you give us some sense of how big the scale is?
Yeah, there are about 640,000 websites right now. It's still doubling about every 6 months. And if you count the total number of pages and images and how much storage that is, that's about 2 terabytes. And a terabyte is 1,000,000 megabytes. So it's about 2 million megabytes of material. You know, the question is kind of how big is a terabyte? Because it's not something, at least I've had much experience with before this project, when gigabytes was thought of as large just a few years ago. But all the text in the Library of Congress is about 20 terabytes. And it's this tape robot that's about the size of 2 Coke machines. And it's got this arm that goes and pulls tapes from these shelves and sticks them into a whole bank of tape drives, and then copies those onto hard disk. Alexa is instantiated by like a toolbar or a little dashboard that's on the bottom of your screen that talks to your browser and then talks back to databases at Alexa that then go and display information about where you are and where you might want to go. So it's metadata, trying to give you an idea of who's behind the website you're looking at, how often has it changed, is it very popular, is there any security warnings, those sorts of things, third-party information about where you are, and then where else might you want to go from here? And that information is difficult to compute, and that's some of the real crux of the Alexa service, is I'm looking at this web page, where might I want to go next? The holy grail in all of this is usage paths, is where have other people that have been on this website, where did they go during that session that they had a good time? Where good time means that they stayed and they read the pages or they clicked through. Basically, where's the good stuff? After somebody has sorted through all the search engines and directories and da-da-da-da-da, other people have found the good stuff. Why can't I leverage that? And the way we're trying to do that is by having people contribute those paths anonymously, that then get mined into these suggestions that people are presented with.